So this 58-year-old has gone from 304 pounds to 297. That's down 7 pounds in 1 week on this keto-ish diet, all the while drinking copious amounts of tequila from my Coke Zero. Let me show you how we do it. Hello everyone, welcome to week 1 of my keto weight loss journey. Let me just sit down here for a sec. We can have a chat. So I'm 59 years old, and right now I'm tipping the scale at 304 pounds. But I got my sights set on getting back to 200 or less. If you follow this channel, you know that I love to cruise and travel. But I got to be honest, over the last couple of years, travel hasn't been as fun. Airplane seats are tight. Bar stools, forget about it. Don't even get me started on restaurant booths and walking on long port excursions. I've done this before. Back in 2016, I clocked in at about 350 pounds. I was tipped to the ketogenic diet by one of my sons, actually, who was really successful on it. And I went from 350 and dropped down to 181 at my lowest by the end of 2018. So nearly 2 years. And so I know it's possible. And I'm going to do it again. But this time I'm going to bring you along. One of the big reasons why I'm doing this is I want travel to be fun again. I love exploring new places, but lately I've had to think twice before booking excursions. I'm never going to stop cruising, but I don't know. I get winded on long port walks. I worry about excursion vans and tight seating. Even walking into a restaurant when on vacation. I don't know, little voice inside my head says, I hope that it's not all booth seating, because I usually don't fit behind those tables. Hey, if you're new to keto, here's the short version. It's a low carb, high fat way of eating that helps your body burn fat for fuel instead of sugar. That's a huge help when you've got over 100 pounds to lose. Here's some of the things I ate this week. So again, my starting weight is 304 pounds, and today I clocked in at I'll put it on the screen, but it was 297 pounds. Um, but that's actually a pretty good drop. Usually, in my experience from last time, um, a large chunk of your, well, in the first week or two, you'll lose weight a little bit quicker. And what actually is happening is it's a loss of body water. So you'll see a good flush early on, which is encouraging. But after that, it should the weight loss should just more or less stabilize. Already though, I'm feeling better. It's easier to get up, easier to walk around, less bloating, energy's coming back. Hey, so I think you'll find this very helpful. I weigh in every Sunday morning, and I recorded on this spreadsheet. I actually started this in 2016, so it's like 9 years ago. But that was when I first started keto. I originally lost a crap load of weight originally. So, but anyway, you can see here my original weight. Well, I bought actually because it's 2016. I don't think I could find an electronic scale that actually allowed you to weigh if you're over 300 pounds. So I bought the scale. I think I started around 350 pounds, went on keto, and then I recorded my first weight, so 337. And I'll go through it. Subscribe, and I'm going to be sending out weekly updates, but I'll explain over time what all of these things are for. But this will give you a quick idea, and I just want to record my first weight since this is week one. So, but anyway, just a quick idea here. 2016, um, started at 337, and I set a bunch of goals for myself. I achieved my first goal down. I got under 300 pounds, which was great. 18 weeks, and then like what I don't know, 8 weeks later, I got down to 275. Pretty typical on a keto diet, especially when you start out at such a high weight. But you can see third goal, 250. Fourth goal, 225. Fifth goal, down to 200. And then after my second year keto anniversary, 182. That was an amazing time. I think this all time low at 181. But anyway, I'll go through this another time. Obviously, I kept up with it. I did a bunch of different things, starts, stops. I've recorded everything. It's super important to record your progress. And I've got this huge history for years and years of my weight journey. Keto keto journey. All right, let's see if the format's sticking over here. So, yep, 0. It's my first weigh-in was 3 2 2025, and I weighed in at 304. Wonderful. So that's about. I haven't actually. Let me just see how I do this. It's been a while since I've done an update. To go versus goal, and then okay, BMI. So the BMI, anyway, I'll tell you about that after, or I'll tell you about that another time. But it's actually a formula I found on the internet. Pace. So I'm at a 44.9 BMI. It's based on my height, which is up here above my. Um, okay, so to go versus goal. Okay, so here's the goals. So my start date is obviously 3/4/2024, and I'm starting at 304. So my first goal, yeah, this actually should be pretty good. My final, yeah, I think this is fair. So what I'm going to do, since now I've weighed in, because we finished the week, and it's now March 9th. Let me copy all these formulas. These are formulas. Copy. Paste. Yep, nope, not down 304 pounds. What am I at? What did I weigh in at? Okay, so I weighed in at 296.8. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so now that updated. So amazing. I lost 7 pounds so far. Yeah, so this is update with a spreadsheet. Feel free. I mean, I think it's really important that you record your weight loss journey and put in notes and stuff. But this is actually pretty typical. I've done this a few times. Again, I need to get back to 180. I was so happy back then. You have no idea. Watch my future videos and I'll explain over time what I went through and then how I squandered that like an idiot. Yeah, I have another cruise booked for, I don't know, about 6 months, I think. So it's going to be a while. We'll get through the summer, and then in the fall again, we start the cruise season. But I'm looking forward to that, and not having to wear a airplane seatbelt extender on my next flight. But and I actually want to be able to walk a whole port without having to stop every few minutes or not even bothering to go. The last cruise we did, we were on the Carnival Horizon. It was a 14-day cruise. We had it was a 14-day cruise. We had 6 port stops, and prior to this video, I already I posted a couple videos already of that cruise trip, but we had been to these ports before, and I just couldn't walk them. Some of my favorite ports, like in Aruba, I basically just walked out, had a drink, walked back. That's all I could do this time. So I got to stop that. Previous cruises, I've gone up. Let's see, in the Yucatan Peninsula, where we went up some Mayan pyramids and walked up without a problem. But that was back when I was finished my first weight loss journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, so you can see the future videos. There'll be weekly updates. So we'll keep going. I've got to get back down to 200 pounds by, I don't think I can do it by the next cruise. But if I've lost half my goal weight, say 50, 60 pounds before we go on the next cruise, I'd be ecstatic. If you've ever felt like your size was stopping you from really living, then you're in the right place. See you next week. Bye.